Last weekend, the Ghost Bros were here at Poasttown Elementary School. We went home, reviewed the footage, and got way more than we thought we would. So Caleb and I decided to come here and talk to Darrell, the owner of this place, just to find out more. We love Poasttown, and we've been here twice now. We edited the video when we were here last weekend, and we got way more than we thought we did when we went and reviewed the footage.
Yeah.
So I guess I want to start at the beginning, Darrell. How did you get to owning this place?
Well, I went to school here in 1963.
You never told us
Yeah,
that.
these are my school pictures right here.
Holy cow.
What do you remember about this place when you were a student?
My main things I remember is I got swats a lot because I was a bad kid.
Okay.
But I remember every time we went out of the classroom for something, you could smell what we was having for lunch anywhere in the building.
Oh,
Yeah?
wow.
Oh, I loved it. The lunch smell.
So why did it close?
Just outdated. They tried the Ethernet, trying to keep up with the internet stuff.
Yeah.
The buildings, it's actually a fallout shelter for tornadoes and
Sweet.
storms. That's because the building's 18-inch concrete walls, floors, ceilings.
So closing about 2000, how did you get connected to buying the building?
In 2004, I had a haunted woods up at our house. We had 45 acres and I had a 1 mile trail.
Oh, sweet.
And we wouldn't let our kids go trick-or-treating because that's when needles in the apples and razor blades and all that was real big. So we wouldn't let them go. If you wanted to trick-or-treat, come to our house, and it cost you a bag of candy to get in, and we had set 13 candy stations up through that mile trail. Well, one of the guys working for me started the thing up the road here, and he ended up building his up the road for mine, started threatening to sue all my neighbors, going to send people up to get hurt on their property and take their homes.
Oh my God.
Land of Illusion guy?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I heard, I don't want to put that on camera, but
Yeah,
I've
I
heard
didn't
some
either.
things.
Yeah.
So then you found this property?
There used to be a grocery store next door, McGee's,
Okay.
and I'd run down and grab something if we needed something for supper or something. Because of us fighting in court, the zoning guy told me, he said, buy a piece of commercial property. He can't do nothing to you then.
Oh.
And as I left the grocery store, I looked over this way and I thought, man, that place looks creepy.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, light bulb went off.
I contacted the guy that owned it, worked out a deal with him. I bought it on land contract. Well, a person went home and told Brenda, I said, you believe in me? She goes, what did you do? Would it be cool to live in a place this big? You know, an indoor basketball court?
Yeah.
She said, you are nuts. So me and her come back down and looked at it 2 or 3 more times.
Hey, light bulb went off.
I just felt pulling me to it.
How hard was it to convince your wife to live here?
She's as daring as I am. She's ready, you know. I love it here. I just feel like I'm supposed to be here. They did everything they could do to get us out of here in the beginning because they didn't know what we were doing here. And then now they see that we're trying to restore the building and everything. Now they're doing everything they do to keep us here. I'll be here the day I die, I guess. Cause
What's a typical night like here for you? Because you have your own place, you and your wife, that's kind of walled off. It's like
this
your
used
home.
to be my bedroom.
So, like at night, do you guys just stay in your area? Do you ever just walk upstairs? I mean, do you just kind of roam the halls ever, sit in another room?
A lot of times we'll just take a walk through the building.
Together?
Yeah.
That's kind of sweet.
And we don't ever carry a flashlight. Well, we carry one, but we never turn them on.
Yeah.
So are you pretty familiar with like the different sounds around here
Oh,
right
yeah.
now?
Yeah. The biggest thing we're hearing now is kids laughing.
What the hell?
That's children.
There's no children here.
My mom actually died here in the building. I heard her for the longest time after she died. She couldn't pick her feet up. She hear.
Dude, that's exactly,
That's exactly what it sounded like. It was like a dragging more than a walking. So do you and your wife ever get scared at this point? You've been here for decades. Does anything scare you with this place?
We're going on 19 years here.
19.
Did you always believe in like ghosts and hauntings and
Never
stuff?
believed in them a lot. I was here 6 years before.
And you still didn't?
No. The guy working for me sounded like him take off running down the hallway. And John don't run. I'm like, what's wrong, John? There's something up there. And I was like, well, let me grab my gloves and we'll go up and get it. And he says, dude, it's a freaking ghost. You know, I'm like, oh, come on, man. You don't believe in that stuff, do you? And he said he was sitting there trying to get his piece of glass out. He thought I'd come back up. And he said, I walked right up here beside his shoulder and started blowing on his ear.
Ooh.
And when he turned around and looked, he said there was like a dark shadow and it was gone. They started setting up all these cameras, all this equipment. And that whole night, every question they ask, they got a response to. It's a big old building. It's going to make.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're trying to justify all that.
Everything that happened, there's a reason for it,
Yeah.
in my mind. They said that the very first question they asked, a girl on the team was sitting behind the camera, and she says, if there's anything up here, can you make a noise for me? And the loudest boom I ever heard in my whole life.
So that night is when you kind of started to realize that.
No, there was 5 of them and me. They're playing tricks on me, trying to make me think.
So you still didn't believe it.
I just cleaned the whole upstairs. That's what we've been doing. And after I got done cleaning, I took a leaf blower, went through all the lockers, blew everything out. There's nothing up there. I mean, nothing. And I thought it sounded like a small animal running down the hall. And they turned their flashlight on, and here lays a piece of chalk. And I know for a fact there was no chalk up there nowhere. Laying in the hallway like something threw a piece of chalk at us. They had flashlights come on and off. Were you a student here? Yes. I mean, almost immediately. They said, okay, turn it back out, and then we go out. Did you die here? And this, no, we come on. After they left, a couple of days went by and some woman's beating on the front door. And she says, we're a group of women, we got a team of people that do paranormal investigating. And we heard a group was here last week working on awesome evidence. She said, would you care if our team come and look? I don't care. Just word of mouth. Hearing about it. We started out as $10 a person. You know, she was every night booked up. It's got to where it is now. The guy I bought it off of, I bought it on a land contract for $189,000. Gave him $39,000 cash for a down payment. We paid half the taxes. He paid the other half the taxes.
Oh, cool.
Well, we were paying them to him, and he wasn't paying them.
Oh.
So it got in tax foreclosure.
When we're investigating, I know we've only done it twice here, but when we're here, we never hear you guys
I
downstairs.
never hear you guys.
That's what I want to
If
know.
you run down the halls, I hear that.
But you never hear the people's equipment and beeping and
No.
yelling and all that
No.
stuff. You and your wife don't hear any of that.
And this past weekend, the group that was in here, they were
Okay.
real loud talkers, and my bedroom's on the other side of that wall.
What's the craziest paranormal experience that you or your wife have had in this building?
I never would post none of my stuff out there because being a building owner, I would expect you to tell me things
Yeah.
to make me want to come here, whether it's true or not.
Yeah.
And I don't want to mislead anybody.
Yeah.
I'm on my 8th hernia, and sometimes I can't lay down to sleep. So I'll throw a pillow on the floor and get on my knees, just lean over the bed, and that's how I'll sleep. One night I'm doing that, and it got so bad on me that I have a camera that actually films me sleeping. This night, it shows me down on the floor on my knees, and then,
Something
Down
pulled
on
your
my
pants down?
and you'll see my head go. Something throws me out of the bed, like 2 nights later. I mean, it literally, you see it get up on the bed.
What's the craziest thing you've heard?
A little kid and a man talking.
You just
A
heard their
whole
voices.
conversation, yeah. But if you look at it right now, it looks like a little kid back there in the door.
Yeah.
If you blow it up,
Oh my gosh.
it looks like a skull. This girl grabbed her phone, was going to take a selfie of herself, and it went off. She goes, what the hell? My phone will never do that. Little white dot back here.
Yeah. Oh, whoa, dude.
There's
Feet?
his toes in a pair
That's
of
feet.
sandals. I say, that's got to be Jesus, right?
And you still never get scared here, Darrell?
You are a brave
You are a
man.
brave
Dude, I was
man.
up there for an hour, and I swear, I was, my nerves were shot.
And every time this door opens on its own
Which room is this?
to the event room right here,
That's the one with the
That's
this,
the right outside the
this is
hallway.
when I get it. This I bleed every time this happens. Nobody there. And
Shut up.
December 29th, my wife's mom's birthday. Look at that thing come out of the building.
What?
I can show you something nobody else knows about.
Absolutely.
Let's do it,
Please
Darrell.
do it.
Now reach down real gently and pull up that strip of carpet.
Is that brick?
Now reach down with a strong arm.
Oh my god.
What's down there?
No.
I don't know.
There's a little ladder. You never gone down there?
Yeah, but I can't go nowhere.
What do you think this was?
Good place to hide. The cops ever come looking for you.
That's true. Darrell, you are the man.
Oh, I don't care.
Thank you so much for letting us come and talk to you.